Hey Bat fans, this is NYC Cape Crusader back with another cosplay review video. On my first video, I did a couple cosplay reviews on some brief things on a little small cosplay items that I have. But today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do those in a little bit more depth. Starting with my favorite item out of my Batman cosplay that took me forever to find a good version of. My Batman gauntlets. I'm a really big fan of the new 52 design of Batman. I like the slight armored look, the techie look to his bodysuit, the gauntlets, the cowl, everything. It just looks good to me. So I want to resemble that in my own Batsuit. Now, I want my Batsuit to be a more general looking Batsuit. I don't want to look like any particular version, but I love these gauntlets so freaking much that I just had to, get them. I saw a few people that made them. A lot of them were made from EVA foam. I've done EVA foam in the past. I have them over there. They're not sturdy enough for a 90,000 person convention. They're not. They lasted a lot longer than I thought they did, but they still fell apart by the end of the weekend. But look at this. You have the classic zigzag pattern from the comic books, and what's even better is that you have that slight texture underneath it to make it look like a dual layer design. And you have these nice little lining pattern on the top, that triangle pattern from the design on the new 52 gauntlets, and the fins. Now the fins are hard plastic, probably resin. I didn't ask. But they come detached. So what you have to do is you gotta figure out how you're attaching your fins. Now if you look on the forums and stuff like that, you'll see that a lot of people say you should just glue them on. The reason why I don't like gluing them on is because when super glue dries, it hardens. It doesn't flex. And this is soft urethane. It's gonna flex. It's gonna move, especially with your cape and people bumping into, taking pictures, posing, all that kind of stuff. You need something a little bit more secure, because what if that super glue cracks, your fin flies off, you lose your fin, you don't realize until hours later that you're missing a fin, and your entire day is ruined. So what I did is I drilled a small hole in each fin. Now if you can see, over here, there's a slight bubble right there. I'm not sure if you can see it. But that's because what I did is I went a little bit too fast at one point and started to jut out the side a little bit. So my suggestion, if you're going to do this method with any type of gauntlets, make sure you're going straight up. And not too far. You don't need big screws, small little screws. And I did the same thing on the gauntlet itself. I poked little holes in the gauntlet and I filled it with little metal screws. Itty bitty ones. Cool thing about that is not only do they not go anywhere, I don't have to worry about these popping off at all, as now I can interchange them with the other two versions of the fins that I got. The cool thing about this is that he did send two other versions of the fins. You have the more trapezoid looking ones, and then you have the more curved ones. So these are the ones I like the most. I feel like they resemble the new 52 version the best. They come in 3 different sizes to give you that nice angled look. I'll give you a nice little spin around here. And of course, I do have 2 of them. But still has a fresh urethane smell, and it's been like a month. Fourth Wall Design did an amazing job. Laban, he did awesome on this. But as much as I love these, and as much as I am grateful to him for getting me these and making them for me, I do have to give a little warning to the wise. Now, this should go without saying that if you're a cosplayer, you should know that before you order anything from any type of crafter, it's best to have a conversation with them. Talk about pricing, talk about the methods that they use to make it, if you're allergic to certain things, how long it'll take to make it, and shipping, and all that kind of stuff. It's just what you do. You always have a conversation. You never just blindly buy things from crafters, because unlike big stores like Amazon and stuff like that, crafters, there's no guarantee. They don't guarantee their products. They make it as fast as they can. They get it to you as fast as they can. But they do get backlogged. Quite often. And the last 3 months alone, from 2 of the suppliers that I ordered from, they had to take down their site or suspend it because they were exorbitantly backlogged. We just had San Diego Comic-Con, and literally New York is right around the corner in about 2 months. So, unfortunately, when I did get mine, he was backlogged. He was very backlogged. It took me a much longer time to get them than I originally expected. I did get frustrated. I could have handled the situation better, probably, but, when it comes to money, I tend to be a little more paranoid. But after a long and arduous negotiation process and constantly asking where my order is and this kind of stuff, they did come. So, word to the wise, if you're going to order from Laban or you're going to order from Fourth Wall Design or any crafter in general, check with them first. 80% of the time, they will be honest and they'll say, hey, I have a lot of orders. I'm not sure when you're going to get these. Or, hey, I'm going to have to push back your order for this, 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 and this. But most of the time, they will communicate with you. I did have some issues with Fourth Wall and communication, but that's neither here nor there. I can't say that the same thing will happen to you. I know people that have amazing return time with them. That's just, I just guess I did not have good timing when it came to placing my order. But nonetheless, I am extremely happy with these. They took a little longer. It was a little bit of a pain. I'm not gonna lie. But these are a great version of the new 52 gauntlets. Well worth the money I paid. I can't remember exactly how much I paid up front. I think it was like maybe 120, something like that. I know what you're thinking. It's a lot to pay for 2 pieces of rubber, right? But just love it. Look at that. Just take a good look. If I could, from far away, I would swear that these were armored pieces. I would not think that they were just, little rubber. And this is exactly what I was going for. Now think about this with the rest of my costume. By the way, speaking of the rest of my costume, Batman Day is right around the corner. So, because my viewership has expanded exponentially in the last couple weeks, thank you guys, thank you for subscribing to this channel, I'm going to do a classic Batman suit up video. The ones where it's like gauntlet, glove, all that kind of stuff. You're going to see it. You're going to see me dressed head to toe as Batman, and that will premiere my Bat Promise on Batman Day. And if all goes well, you'll get to see me spending Batman Day with some of my Batman friends at my local comic book shop. I'll take a video of it. It might be up the day after Batman Day, but you'll still see it. But once again, these are my Fourth Wall Design new 52 gauntlets. I freaking love these things. They're badass as hell. They're one of the few that you'll get with a zipper. And they're awesome. So, my opinion, these are really awesome. I give them, as far as gauntlets are concerned, 10 out of 10. These are awesome. The only thing I would ever take points off for is it was a little bit difficult getting a hold of them. But it's kind of the risk you run when you deal with private crafters. It really is. There are only 1 or 2 people most of the time, and they do get a lot of orders, especially when they're good at what they do, like he is. So, Fourth Wall Design, new 52 Batman Gauntlets version 3. Email them, see what you can do. These are awesome. I love them. See you later, guys.